we hit that site, we tend to lag it out a little bit, so I'm going to give it a little bit more time. For those of you just tuning in, you are currently voting for which class I will play in my random deck ladder. That meaning that I will generate a random deck using the game, which means the deck will be absolutely horrible. When it dies, that's it. We end that deck. That deck gets deleted and we roll up a new deck. That's the rules. So let me know. I think we're going to win with a Warlock by the looks of it here. Looks like Warlock's going to get it. Another 15 seconds, and then I'll wrap it up. Ten seconds. Yep, looks like it's not moving anymore, so we're going to go Warlock. Warlock it will be. Alright. New deck. Warlock. Alright, and done. Finish it automatically. Thank you for the 2 gold sacrificial pacts. That's really helpful. Alright, let's see what it gave us. 2 gold sacrificial pacts. These are generally not considered good. Soulfire, one of them. 2 Power Overwhelmings, an Argent Squire, a Blood Imp, a Void Walker, 2 Demon Fires. Ugh. Armani Berserker, Blood Mage Thalnos is in there, a random Doomsayer for no reason, Fairy Dragon, Succubus, Felguard, Ironforge Rifleman, Razorfen Hunter, Silverback Patriarch. This is fucking terrible. Mogashan Warden, Oasis Snapjaw, Twilight Drake, a Bane of Doom, an Elite Tauren Chieftain, a Faceless Manipulator, a Fen Creeper, another Spiteful Smith, a Dread Infernal, a Baron Geddon, and a Twisting Nether. What the hell? Alright, okay. Let's take it. Let's take it on ladder. Let's see where it goes. Probably nowhere. That's dreadful. I hope I get another Warlock, and then I can Sacrificial Pact the living hell out of that guy. This is a little silly. I'm not convinced. I don't think this is going anywhere, guys. I'm sorry. Paladin. Not only that, but he's a higher rank than me, just to make things even more awkward. If you're wondering about the ranks, they got reset last week, and I never play Constructed, so I'm still at default rank. Okay, keep the Demon Fire, toss the other 2. Ah, a Void Walker, okay. Oh yeah, I've got board clear, I've got plenty of that, which actually might be useful against the Paladin, we'll see. Elite Tauren Chieftain for turn 5 magic, okay. Open up with the Void Walker here, then we can actually Demon Fire the Void Walker for 3/5. See where it goes. Imps from the Imp Master do count as a demon, yes. They are demons. Novice Engineer coming out right here, so I think we go Demon Fire and then we smack that. Easy peasy. Argent Squire available as well here, but I'm going to keep hold of that. There we go. Demon Fire buffs that up to a 3/5. I'm actually not going to smack it because he's going to have to run into it anyway if he wants to do any damage. Do a little bit of damage to him. It's like on turn 2, he doesn't really have a way of getting rid of that 3/5, so I can do that. Turn 3, Silverback Patriarch, which is just dreadful. I'm tempted actually to life tap an Argent Squire instead of that, because Silverback Patriarch is just that bad. Argent Protector coming out. That's fine, I kill the Argent Protector then. Oh cool, this is even better. So we go Argent Squire into Blood Imp. There we go, and then we kill the 2/2. Easy peasy. This is a pretty good start, actually, surprisingly. Outlaw Peacekeeper. Ugh. Well, it's now a slightly tougher and more annoying version of the same card. Twisting Nether. Yeah, there's a thing I'm not going to play. I'm not even going to play the Silverback Patriarch. Ooh, Doomsayer. Well, we're going to keep out. We're not going to play that now, obviously, but we'll keep a hold of that till later. Alright, best thing we can do here, I think, is just to eliminate that. There we go. Don't attack with the Blood Imp, because that's silly. So that 3/3 is going to be a bit of a problem. We'll see. We might get something that can deal with it. I don't know. We won't get anything, I don't think. But we'll see. It's unlikely. That guy's going to trade well. We can just run 2 creatures into him and kill him off, but that doesn't sound like a very good idea if I can avoid it. Oh, Hammer of Wrath on a 1-2. Alright, okay. He's pretty confident. Thinks that's worth it, but that does keep his Aldor Peacekeeper alive, so... Ooh, Dread Infernal. Alright, so we go Elite Tauren Chieftain. There we go. Sweet. And we get Rogues Do It. Okay. Cool. It's quite useful in this situation. We've got Dread Infernal for next turn, which is actually a bad play because it kills off my own Blood Imp, which is not what I'm looking for here. And he's going to regret using that Hammer of Wrath now, I think. It's like, oh, why did a Hammer of Wrath a 1-2? That was quite silly, wasn't it? Welp, I guess that works. Ooh. I'm going to kill him with a Blood Imp out of spite now. That was nasty. Power Overwhelming. That's not going to help too much here. Dread Infernal... I don't know. Dread Infernal kills the 7-1, but it also kills my Blood Imp. But I'm going to lose my Blood Imp anyway. And what other card play have I got? It depends on order, really. It's actually the same result regardless of what I do. I was thinking I should run it into him, do 1 damage. And... No! Alright, okay, I can clear the board. Alright. So, yeah, we run it into that, and then we just put the Dread Infernal in, which wipes the board. There we go. Sweet. That's a bit better. You can actually get stuff like Cairn Bloodhoof from that 1 Elite Tauren Chieftain card that draws a random Horde Warrior. I believe there's a 1 in 6 chance of pulling out Cairn Bloodhoof with that. But you usually get something like that. So, it is what it is. This is not music. This is a bunch of wind. Let's try something else. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright, what do? Okay. Well, that's now a taunt. I don't like that. Might knife it. I'm thinking about knifing it, you know. Other possibility is go Fen Creeper. That's pretty good, too, because then that means the weakened 6 is actually behind us. So let's do that. And then Life Tap. Get rid of that immediately. Okay, cool. That works. Alright, things are looking a little better. Things are actually looking alright, surprisingly enough, with this deck so far. I've still got some really weird cards, but I have 2 full board clears in my hand, a Doomsayer and a Twisting Nether, which is just ridiculous. Another Blessing of Kings coming out, so that's his second one, so he's got none left. Good to know. So we'll probably just Felguard that. Nope, we can't do that. I keep forgetting that's not Doomguard. I could have Doomguarded it, maybe, but... Alright, a Soulfire. Sweet, that might actually be helpful here. But I think now we will just do Rogues Do It from behind. There we go. So that gets rid of that. Draws us a card. Very, very nice. And I think because of that, we play the Silverback Patriarch and smack it for 6. There we go. Makes more sense to do it that way. And then we can do a Power Overwhelming on that stupid monkey and actually make him useful. Well, that's unfortunate. Now might be a time for a Doomsayer. Even then, it's still pretty bad. Alright, I think we do as much damage as possible, and then we wipe this board. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because I don't have any other better way of dealing with Tyrion, in my opinion. Well, I do. I mean, I could Soulfire it and then run my Dread Infernal into it. The alternative thing I could do is I could Power Overwhelming to do 9 damage. I could then wipe the board. Yeah, that's actually kind of stupid. There's better ways of dealing with this, surely. I don't have to lose my 1/4 Patriarch, as amusing as that would be. Okay, so, but somehow I need to get rid of this Tyrion shield. I could Soulfire to do it. Probably just Soulfire for it. Alright. Okay, Soulfire, lost my Felguard, that's fine, I don't care about that. Smack that, there we go. He's got an Ashbringer now, which makes things a little more unpleasant. Get rid of that. Play the Fairy Dragon behind it. Play the Mogashan Warden. And Life Tap. There we go. Not sure if that was the... I think that was the right order. Like, it keeps the monkey alive. The other way would kill everything. Because you lose the monkey. I don't know if Soulfire is more or less useful than that right now. I can still power overwhelming this thing. Trust me, it will do many things. Exactly. It absorbs an Ashbringer hit. That matters quite a lot considering Ashbringer's fucking horrible. So, absorbing an Ashbringer hit is pretty good right now. Because that's like 5 damage you just ate right there. Also dealt a damage of his own. Forced the silence out as well, so... That's a card I wish I had. Alright, so we have Bane of Doom. Bane of Doom... Does that summon it for me? It summons it for me, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. We could just Twisting Nether here, but we lose more than we gain, I think. So here's what we do. Bane of Doom on the 3-2. Alright, that's going to give me a random demon. Which is a succubus. Not bad. Okay. Now what do we do? You might ask. Well, I think what we do is we take the fairy dragon and we run that into there, or we could power overwhelming. There's nothing really worth cloning here right now. If we go power overwhelming, we run the Mogashan Warden into that, kill it, and then that's kind of it. Is it worth using power overwhelming and keeping the 3-2 alive? That's the question. It's a tough one. Well, first let's draw. Sacrificial Pact. Okay. He doesn't have any demons, so this is not that helpful. I'm going to keep that for later. I think we just trade. Yeah, that seems like the better idea. Clear the board. There we go.
Follow the rule.
I hate you. Well, that's his second Aldor Peacekeeper gone, so we know he doesn't have any more of those. That's nice. Yeah, Sacrificial Pact actually will be quite useful here. I'll probably just sack pack this thing because it's pretty much useless now that it's been Aldor Peacekeeper and get 5 life back. Ooh, that's unpleasant. I think we're Twisting Nether now, actually. Because getting rid of this Sea Giant is pretty good. Doomsayer won't work here. We don't have enough to blast it down, so I think we Sacrificial Pact. I was considering doing Faceless Manipulator here, but I think it's better just to wipe the board. So, sack pack that, do 1 damage just because we can. I should have probably just power overwhelming there. Especially this had... Oh, I still... Ah, crap. I messed that up completely. I should have done double power overwhelming, hit him for 11, and then Twisting Nethered. So I fucked that up monumentally. Oh, shite. Alright. Crap. Alright. There we go. Twisting Nether. It's okay. We can still do it with a turtle, so that would be alright. Yeah, that was quite silly. I should not have done that. What is this shit? No, we're not having this. Let's have something else. There we go. I don't know. It was a bit of an unusual situation. It may be better just to hang on to these power overwhelmings. It's not like I can't use them later. But I think maybe I should have used it just to blast him down. But considering he just healed, maybe that wouldn't have been the best. Alright, Razorfen Hunter. Oasis Snapjaw, I think, is a good play here. There we go. And then we can life tap again. Ooh, Baron Geddon. Alright. But yeah, so the hope is we go double power overwhelming on the turtle, and then we Faceless Manip for the ultimate turtle. That's the plan. That's what we're going to stick to. Let's see if we can get rid of that turtle. He's going for the turtle. Consecration coming in. Oh, Avenging Wrath. Alright. Come on, RNG. Turtle lives! Alright. Is he ready for ultimate regret? The combination is ready. Ooh, true self. No, don't kill the turtle. He's not killing the turtle. Yes, he has no idea. He did not suspect. Double power overwhelming turtle. Into faceless manipulator 1010 clone turtle. Into punch him hard in the face. Let's not life tap. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I just... This is gonna die, isn't it? I think this was a dreadful plan. Because they cloned the buff as well, which will actually kill the turtle. This was a terrible idea. Ah, crap. I didn't think it would actually clone the buff. Well. That's terrible. We shouldn't have done that. Get rid of that 1-1. Bollocks! Oh, no.
Well played.
I should. I do immediately regret that decision. I should have held on to that and done it to Baron Geddon. That was dreadful. That was a mistake. I had no idea it would work out that way. I didn't think it would clone the actual debuff, but apparently it did. Oh, well. Alright. Baron Geddon. Blood Mage Thalnos for card draw. And I'm 1 health away from dying after that.
Well played.
Let me guess, you got another Avenging Wrath. Or an anything. Some kind of buff. Ow! Random decks are terrible. That is very sad. Alright, the Warlock is dead. I'm sorry. We must roll up a new deck. We will be right back. Gonna be the druid, guys. Gonna be the druid. There we go. Alright, druid it will be. Let's give it a try. I think this will be the last deck of the night because I do have other things to do. My apologies, but I will do this more because this is a fun way of streaming the game that doesn't really go well on YouTube. So I think this is a good way of doing it. It's for fun, it's a bit unusual, so I think we'll do a little bit more of this, and I'll keep the arena stuff for YouTube. Alright, so the Warlock is dead, and we're gonna make a Druid. Random Druid, here we go. Oh, thanks for the double naturalize. That's great. Just great. An Ancient Watcher. Well, that's actually okay in a Druid deck. Oh, he's giving me a Cold Light Oracle as well. Okay, let's go. And a random Deathwing for no reason. Okay, so this is what it generated. An Innovate, 2 Naturalizers. Naturalizers are considered generally to be pretty bad because it gives your opponent 2 cards, but it does destroy any minion in the game for 1 mana. So that's good for holding on to later. Young Dragonhawk, absolutely dreadful. A Wild Growth, only 1 because, you know, 2 would be excessive. A Wrath, an Ancient Watcher, which cannot attack, but I do have 2 Mark of Natures, which could allow it to taunt. A Bloodsail Raider, not too useful. Knife Juggler, an Acolyte of Pain, a Cold Light Oracle, again giving the opponent cards, a Demolisher, an Earthen Ring Farseer, an Imp Master, an Ironforge Rifleman, a Bite, which is not very good either, Keeper of the Grove, Stormwind Knight, 1 Nourish, not 2, because 2 would be excessive, Starfall, Darkscale Healer, Druid of the Claw, Spiteful Smith, again, thanks for that, Starfire, Cairn Bloodhoof, an Ancient of War, a Corehound, and Deathwing. Alright. There's not... No, those asking about, is there burn? No, you can't really do a burn or mill deck, I'm afraid. There's just not enough cards to make that work right now. Maybe when there's been more. Alright, the Druid is dreadful. Let's play it. That is absolutely awful. I don't know. It has some decent mid-game, but... like, it's... the main problem with a lot of these random decks is you only get 2... you only get 1 of the cards you should have 2 of. So, it is pretty horrible. We can definitely use it to kill some tougher stuff. It's giving me a rank 23 now. It's like, you know what? You need a tougher challenge, because you've been losing all of this stuff. Alright. We're going to toss these 3. See if we can get anything earlier. See if we can make it work. It's pretty bad. Oh, that's even worse. Ugh. I do at least have some direct removal and some AoE, so that's not too shabby. Could definitely do worse with that. It is pretty bad, though. It's better than the last one, I think, but this is not great. So, at least we can go turn 1 Bloodsail Raider, so that's nice. We can get a creature on the field. No amount of trying to convince me that this is good will... no. No, it will... no, it isn't. That's all. For those of you who just tuned in, by the way, we're doing random decks. That meaning that I draw up a deck, I click done, which means the game picks the cards at random for a class, and then we take it on ladder, and it's sudden death. So 1 loss, then we delete the deck. Alright. Yeah, if you have multiple naturalizers, it's quite good, because you can actually burn cards in the hand, which is great, but only 2 isn't really enough to do that with. I am afraid. Lepanome is the opener. Alright, Bloodsail. Yeah, I should play the Bloodsail here. So, coin Bloodsail, because that trades with that and stays alive. So, it's good to have a minion on the field. Turn 2 options, we don't really have many, so we can just armor up and attack things. If he ignores it, I'll hit it with the hero power. What's that?
So many possibilities.
I felt like he was almost going to Demon Fire his own creature there. I've seen Warlocks do that. They see Demon Fire, it's like, oh, that'll be... oh, wait. And then kill their own stuff. It's absolutely fantastic, and I hope it happens way more often. What else you got? Come on, make your mind up. You only got 2 mana. You don't have that many choices. Well, that was something that I did not quite expect. Alright then, cool. We clear the board. Great. Sounds good. Fine by me. Doesn't really matter which order we actually attack in. They'll both do the same thing. So, there we go. But if he's doing rush down, then that's fine, because he's going to take me down to 23 on turn 2. So that's kind of ugly. But yes, you cannot demon fire a non-demon. Just bear that in mind. Demon fire actually kills non-demons. The random demon summon spell, what? The Bane of Doom? That's 5. If you want to do Sense Demons, which draws 2 demons from your deck, that's 3.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Well, that's not... Oh, well, yeah, it's not ideal, because I'm just going to kill it there, and then we just get everything off the board, which is kind of cool. I think we're just going to play the Imp Master, though, actually, because it gets another creature on the field. We just get rid of his Knife Juggler, and then we get a 1/1 Imp that can kill that 2/1. So that's a better play. I don't think that's a Murloc deck, no. It's only one Murloc. So, if he's playing a Murloc deck, it's a pretty bad one up to this point. You should have had more Murlocs on the field by now. Oh, it looks like it might be a Murloc deck. Oh, okay, it's a Murloc deck. Right. Definitely a Murloc deck. That's bad news. Could very easily die to this. So, we're going to look for a 4/6 Druid of the Claw on turn 5. We don't really have any other choices available. So we run that into that, and I think we just play the Acolyte of Pain, and then we just take the next 4 damage that comes at us. Really the only chance we've currently got. Oh dear, that's terrible. I hate Murloc decks, and I hate the people that play them. If you play a Murloc deck, you are literally Hitler. We have a Starfall. That's not going to be enough to kill that stuff, though. It's too heavily buffed. Let's see, so this is a little bit complicated, by the way. So if we get rid of the Murloc War Leader, the other stuff loses its buffs, okay? So I could run 3 creatures into that, and then I could do Starfall, but I think this Murloc Tide would still actually survive it. So, it's pretty bad. We could go Druid of the Claw here, but otherwise I think we're pretty dead next turn. Almost immediately. Alright, what's the way to do it? Not that many ways. If we do Starfall, it won't do anything unless we sack all of our creatures to kill that. In fact, that won't even do anything anyway. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Straight up dead. I think the best thing we can do is go Druid of the Claw with Bear Form. And we can survive another turn. Sack that into that.